here in Frederick, Colorado. Today we're going to go over a sold unit. A lot of you that are following our videos are probably wondering why we're going over so many sold units lately. Well, the reason is we're kind of limited on inventory. So like this trailer 3 weeks ago, it was available before it even got here. So what's happening a lot of times, people are calling in, seeing if we have a trailer. If we don't, they're seeing when the next available one's going to show up, and they're buying it before it even shows up here. So that's kind of why we're showing you guys these sold units, is because they have a little bit more options on these 22s that we can show you guys. And that way, if we do have a trailer coming in the next 3 or 4 weeks that you guys are interested in, you always kind of get an idea of what they look like and how the process is going to work. So we'll walk around this trailer. I'll show you a couple things that the customer did, a few changes she made before that trailer got here. So this is a 2022 Cimarron Norstar 2-horse bumper pull. It's got a couple upgrades here and there, but pretty standard for a 2-horse, and let's kind of walk around it. Up here at the front, we do just have your standard 2 5/16 ball with your, your standard manual jack. We do have your safety chains as well as your breakaway cable and your 7-pin hookup. Again, you'll notice the tread bright. We do this tread bright mill. You can do it black sometimes. We offer that as an option as well too, but what that does is it pretty much protects the front side of this trailer. Because if you think about it, if you're pulling this trailer, your truck tires are going to be about there and there, and they're going to kick up rocks and dirt and mud and stuff like that, and that tread brake just kind of helps protect that aluminum, protect that paint on that aluminum on the front of this trailer. Coming around this trailer, it is a nice white trailer, really clean look. Cimarron does offer a bunch of color options, so if you call in looking for a trailer and it's 2 months out, you might get lucky and still get the option to change the color of that trailer, some things you might want. It is a front tack with the folding rear, so this front tack kind of has a couple cool features to it. We do put a fold-up step on these front tacks. The reason we do that is because a lot of times if you have saddles up here in the front, that's a pretty big step to make. So we put this fold-up on here so it folds up out of the way while you're driving. It runs on a piston, so it's really easy for you guys to use. Here on this partition wall, it is 6 bridle hooks up there. It is fully carpeted behind these bridle hooks. Cool thing is, in this trailer, we don't see it very often. Cimarron kind of sticks to their gray marine gray carpet. This trailer is going to have more of a brownish gray carpet in that. Cimarron ran into some supply issues last week. Customer called and said, no, put brown in it, that's fine. So this trailer has a little bit something different than you're probably going to see on any Cimarron trailer going down the road. There you'll see that brownish gray carpet again. Cool thing is, right next to that water tank, you're going to see that this has a mount in the floor as well as a mount in the ceiling. It's going to match that mount. And what that's for is there's a folding rear tack on this trailer with a saddle post back there. So if you ever wanted to move your saddles from the back and put them up here in the front, or if you wanted more saddle racks, you can order another post from Cimarron or here from us, and you can have 2 saddle areas in here in this trailer, which is pretty awesome. There's a 25-gallon water tank here in the corner. It does have a stand as well as a hose. It's pretty awesome to be able to hook a hose up to that. The hose will run right out the door, and you can water your horses that are tied right here where I'm standing. Up above in the ceiling, kind of right next to that other mount for that saddle post, you do have a clothes rod up there. So if you do want to hang some clothes, jackets, rain slickers, stuff like that, you do have enough room to hang stuff in here while you're traveling. It's kind of a challenge with having bumper pulls. You don't get a whole lot of storage. You don't have that big gooseneck area to store clothes for your shows, but we do want to give you guys a clothes rod to be able to, store your starch jeans and shirts for the rodeo, the show, whatever it may be. Here down on the floor, we do have your spare tire. Thing I want to point out is it's not a donut, it is just your standard size tire, and the cool thing about it is we don't put an offsetting rim on it. We do have these nice machined aluminum black spoke rims on here, so this rim is going to match all the rims on this trailer, which I think is really cool that you guys, if you do blow a tire, get a flat tire or something like that, you guys can swap the tires and still be looking just the same as you're traveling. On the tail side of this trailer, pretty standard for Cimarron, we do have these 2 big bus sliding type windows. They're going to get that major airflow from the back side of this trailer for your horses. You're going to get a little coming in, but the majority of that's going to be coming out, getting pulled through those big drop down windows. Up top, we do have a 16-inch awning light. Again, that's going to give you plenty of light to be saddling, like I was talking, watering, feeding, being able to check on your horses right here. If you're in a early morning or late night show or something like that, you can tie your horses out, be able to turn your lights on and saddle them before you go to the arena or the pen. We do have 2 tie hooks here on this tail side. Pretty standard for a 2-horse to have 2 tie hooks. We can add more if that's something you guys wanted to. If we had a trailer coming in that you wanted 4 on each side, we can always do that for you guys. Just 2 tie hooks down there. You'll notice there is a running board, so this trailer is 6'10" wide, standard width for a Cimarron trailer. Below that we do have Again, those nice black with those chrome accent machined aluminum wheels. I think they're really sweet wheels. They're not an upgrade by any means over the Cimarron normal aluminum wheels, but I think they look pretty flashy on a trailer like this, especially because you get that black to kind of offset your black tinted windows and stuff like that. And then again, you have those silver accents. It's going to really make this extrusion pop. So I think they're a really slick look on these Cimarron trailers. Cool thing about them is those tires are nitrogen filled. By nitrogen filling these tires, it gives you the ability that, you know, Colorado, up here northern, you know, the Dakotas, Wyoming, stuff like that, you're going to get some pretty cool mornings followed by some pretty warm afternoons. And what those nitrogen filled tires do is they allow your tire pressure not to fluctuate as much. If you get a really cold morning, your tire pressure is not dropping. If you get a really warm afternoon, it's not spiking back up. That nitrogen kind of levels it out and keeps them tires inflated to the correct PSI. Coming around the rear of this trailer, your loading side, we do have another 6-inch awning load light up top, again giving you guys plenty of light to be loading horses safely. This is that closet tack I spoke about a little bit earlier. So this saddle post in this closet tack, it's going to have the same mounting brackets in here as you do in that front tack. So it's really simple. You pull one pin and you pretty much just push up and pull out, and this whole thing will be able to move and position into that front tack. Or if you had another post just like this, you could have 2 saddling positions in this trailer like I spoke. And again, you'll see that matching that kind of tannish gray carpet that we put around this trailer. It's a really slick look on this trailer. It's a really unique setup. But again, if you wanted to move this up front, our folding rear tacks are real awesome because it gives you the ability to fold this wall over and make more room, or completely take it out if you wanted. So if you need to haul ATVs, maybe some larger horses, you wanted this back horse to have some more room, it's really easy to take this out, pull your top and your bottom pin, and give that back horse or your ATV or UTV plenty of room in this trailer. This door beside me, we do have, again, some more bridle hooks, kind of like we had up front. That way, if you want to hang bridles up here, you want to hang halters up front, you give you guys options to store stuff and kind of organize your stuff efficiently. So you have 6 bridle hooks right here and a brush tray right down low. This brush tray is really awesome. It's going to help you kind of organize your sprays, brushes, stuff like that. As you look around this trailer, there's really no good place to stuff sprays in such a small space as this 14-foot floor space trailer. So by putting this brush tray here, it gives you that option to put, you know, brushes, sprays, combs, stuff like that in there, and not have to worry about where they're going. We can always add more of these too. If you love this and you want, let's say, one right here and another one above that, we can always add more. We can add them to that front door. We can put door organizers on here. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of options you can do on these Cimarron trailers, and these are just a few of them on this one. Loading here in your rear, we do have your butt bar. We don't do a butt strap in this trailer in a 60/40 setup. The reason we don't do that is because a lot of times that butt strap is made for a longer clearance on these trailers, kind of keep your horses safe. But as you'll notice, when I drop this butt bar, it can safely drop out of the way of those horses as well. So that's kind of why we don't do a strap in here, because it'll safely clear and give your horse that ability to back out without getting in a bind. And of course, before I jump in, we're going to talk about the floor in this trailer. This is the strongest flooring on the market you can buy today. This is Cimarron's aluminum floor. Cool thing about it is they build them on 4-inch centers like we always talk. By doing it on 4-inch centers, no matter where your horse stands on this floor, they're going to be standing directly over a support beam and not on your 12-inch centers, your 8-inch centers, or your 5s that we see from most horse trailer brands. It's a really slick floor, and Cimarron does a great job with it. Coming up in this trailer, pretty standard thing you're going to see from Cimarron is we just have your standard, you know, head wall with your hip divider in here. We can make these airflow if that's something you guys wanted, but these are the standard dividers. If you say order me a Cimarron trailer with standard dividers, it's pretty much what you're going to get. You can always add padding to these dividers as well. So again, this is a 2-horse. You're about 14 foot on the floor. You're going to be 6'10" wide and about 7'1" tall. So this is your standard setup, width, height, length, 2-horse bumper pull Cimarron trailer. Roof in this trailer, it is fully insulated. Cimarron and Hart are probably the only trailer companies that standard insulate their roof in their horse compartment. It's really awesome because what that does is it just keeps it cooler for your horses while you're traveling. It keeps it cooler in the summer and warmer in the winter. So on top of that, this roof is, I mean, it can take up to golf ball, maybe tennis size hail before this roof sees any dents and dings. We get some pretty aggressive hail here in Colorado and surrounding states. So by having this insulated roof on here, it's going to keep this roof out of that hail's way. Here on your tail side of this trailer, again, there's those sliding type bus windows. They do have a lock mechanism here on the inside, so I was showing you how this one slid from the outside. If you wanted to shut that and didn't want it rattling while you're traveling, It's got a little red lock. You can lock that window shut so no one's opening your windows maybe while you're fueling up to look at your horses. I know that happens a lot. We all stop for fuel and stuff like that, and everyone's never seen a horse trailer, never seen a horse, and they want to come look at your horses and stuff like that. But if you didn't want that, you can lock all these windows shut, keep your horses nice and here and out of harm's way. Up above these windows, we do have the new upgraded LED light system. These are no longer OptiBrights. They are Optronics, I believe. They're a lot brighter. They're more of a focused light, so you're not getting that broad spectrum light. You're getting really focused light right over your horses, right where you need it. They're a really slick light system. They look really cool in these Cimarron trailers. Cimarron only uses top-notch products in their trailers, so you can have the confidence these lights are going to perform just as well as your trailers and the horses that you're hauling. Again, I want to talk about the latch mechanism before I jump out of here. Cimarron latches, they're plastic here on this wall. So you have your metal clamp with your plastic latch. It's way cooler, stronger, more useful than a metal on metal latch. If you have metal on metal, anything that clings or make noise while you're traveling, sometimes it has a tendency to spook some horses if it's really clinging and banging and their horses don't settle down. This is going to stay really quiet for your horses. I mean, I can jerk on it and not make any noise. So it stays quiet for your horses, but by having that metal on plastic, it's going to wear a lot better too. That metal on metal is going to erode over time, and eventually this isn't going to latch, it's going to be loose, it's going to bounce open while you're traveling. This plastic is going to last, I mean, forever potentially. But again, if you ever do have a problem, it's really easy to swap that plastic latch out. It's a really cool mechanism Cimarron uses in these trailers. We also equip this trailer with little D-rings in each one of your stalls. Cimarron makes some pretty slick corner feed bags, really deep. You can really put a lot of hay and grain in there that keeps it from off this floor of this trailer. That way you don't have hay nets hanging down, giving your horses that opportunity to get legs caught. Up above, we do have 2 tie rings in each one of these stalls as well. So if you like tying your horses while you're traveling, you can really tie them to 2 positions and still allow them to eat out of that hay bag really efficiently. Up above, before I jump out, this trailer does have 2-way air vents in both your first and second stall. What these air vents allow you to do is open them to either pull air in or pull air out. So on a 2-horse like this, you could open your front vent to pull air in and your back vent to pull air out. That way you're getting that cool wave of air flowing over your horse's backs, keeping them nice and cool while you're traveling to wherever you're going. We're going to move over to the head side of this trailer. Here on the head side, pretty standard Cimarron setup. We do have your big drop-down windows from Cimarron. You can see just how big they are on a smaller setup trailer like this. They're real useful. The thing I like about these big drop-downs is kind of like I talked on the inside, how you have those 2 tie points up high. It's really easy to be able to drop these drop-downs, climb up on this 610 running board right here, and I can reach each one of these D-rings really easy. That way you're untying horses before you unload them, and you're tying them after you load them, and you're not in there while they're getting antsy and stuff like that. A lot of horses know you're traveling, they know you're going somewhere, or they know when you've gotten somewhere and you're fixing to unload them. And they get antsy, they start, prancing, stuff like that. So by being able to drop that window, stand on that running board, and be able to untie them and tie them from the outside, you're saving yourself some headache and the potential to maybe hurt yourself or your horses. Again, this is black machined aluminum wheels, and you can really see them pop with these drop downs real low like this. You can see the tinted windows and these drop downs really make the black on those wheels pop. Up above these big drop downs, we kind of match the other side. We do have your big 16-inch awning light again. If you're tied out over here, or if you just want some light like I talked, if you want to click that light on so you can be able to see how your horses is tied, how to untie them, or to even be able to drop this window. Super easy, Cimarron makes it easy, but you could drop that window, click that light on, and be able to feed your horses in those big hay bags like I was talking. You can easily throw a flake of hay over here, grain, or check on them and make sure your horses are traveling okay. I love Cimarron's windows. They're top-notch windows. If you're interested in this trailer, like I said, we have a bunch of them coming in. Most of them already have names on them, but we have a few that don't. So if you're liking this trailer, or you have an idea of a trailer you're looking for that you maybe want to add some options to before it gets here, if you want to reference this video trailer is 5N201300. Again, this is a 2022 Cimarron Norstar 2-horse bumper pull. This unit is sold. Customer said, get it here. So what we're doing today is this trailer showed up last night. It'll run through our shop today, get safety checked, PDI'd, we'll check brakes and bearings and stuff like that. And then she also wanted a ramp on it, so our shop's gonna slap a ramp on it for her today. It'll be a Cimarron made ramp, it'll match the trailer, and then we're sending this sucker to California for her to use for whatever she needs to use it for. So it's kind of how we've been doing stuff, is we've been trying to meet the customer's needs while also keeping that sufficient flow of trailers coming. So if you guys are interested in a trailer and you keep calling in and we don't have what you want, and it's always going to be a couple months wait to get what you want, feel free to call in, tell us what you're looking for. We can see if we have it on order, and if it's maybe not exactly what you want, we still have some time to tweak a few things on these trailers to fit your guys' needs. Again, my name's Tanner with Transwest here in Frederick, Colorado. Give me a call at 303-684-3409. Thanks for tuning in.